we're supposed to be doing that together, and we expect the blessings of God to come upon the family. So if one person is not in agreement with giving, I think we need to suspend that giving. Suspend the giving, because you might be acting against even the order, God's order. Because you see, the truth is that you asked one of the questions. Somebody said, "Why is it the man has to take a lead in everything?" Because he got here first. He got here first. To be honest, he got here first. He got here before the woman, and it can be territorial sometimes. But the truth is that it needs to be consulted. You need to win his mind, his spirit, soul, and body. So when you do, because the Bible says, can two agree to work together except they agree? So if you want the blessings of God to come, we need to respect. You're doing something for God. You've got to respect God as well to be able to do it properly. So you have to follow God's order. So if your husband is not fully yet, it's not as if he hates giving, but he's not fully convinced. So you got to make people, you don't have to give a tithe if you're not convinced. Because if you're giving it with that kind of attitude, you're definitely not going to get it. That's why I tell people, I said, you need to believe in what you believe is right, but are you believing in it rightly? If you believe in what you believe in the right thing rightly, then it works for you. But you can believe in a right thing wrongly. So then the application is wrong. Then you're not getting the result that you desire. So if my husband or my wife are not yet convinced about it, do you understand? I will wait for them to be fully convinced, and I will do everything possible to let them see the advantages, the results. And of course, I'll need God to perform some miracle to convince them as well, to be honest, to be able to carry them along.
Thank you very much. Viewers, I want to hear your views, please. What he has just said, are you in support of it or not? Right, thank you very much, Ellen. Are you in support of that as well?
There is yes and no. I think a lot of people, because there's been so much manipulation, a lot of people are stepping back and look. I have a very vivid, a classic example of a woman who said her husband was in hospital, was unwell, and has spent 3 months of the salary, because she wasn't working. The man was the one working, but now he's off work. But the employers were still paying him. She spent the 3-month salary sowing seed. And then they had rent arrears.
Oh my God.
And the landlord was evicting them. Okay? So you sow seed. There's wisdom. So you sow seed on whose behalf and at whose agreement, because she's not earning the money, it's the husband. That's one. The second one, yes, I believe that the woman or whoever is wanting to give the seed can wait until he gets agreement. But there's also another thing, because sometimes when you might not see it, your wife may see it. Your wife may not see it, but you see it. Because at the end of the day, although we are one, we are still individuals. Okay? Our relationship with God is still on a one-to-one basis. They say God does not have grandchildren. So it's just you. So if that sort of scenario, if you have it, my counsel to people, yes, you might have a family money, but the individual still needs to be individual financially. Okay? We've done this in our family, and it has worked for years.
I think you can as well answer the next question. He said, what is important to get financial matters right? No, is it okay for me and my husband to have a joint account?
Yes. Okay.
So you can answer that with it.
Yes, you have a joint account, but you still have your individual account. The reason why the joint account is relevant is, say, God forbid, an issue of death, and you have the survival gets, so you can carry on with the account. But it doesn't work when you have something like dementia, or there is an issue of a loss of capacity. But this is how it works, the joint account. Both work, and there is a family pot, which is the joint account. And your salary, both salary come into the family pot, the joint account. The joint account. But at the same time, the individual have their own individual account. So, and everybody has his own allowance for the month. So I can say we've agreed to say our monthly salary goes into this account. I have an allocation for myself, say, let's say for argument's sake, £200 a month. And my husband has exactly the same, and the children have their allocation. The main pot that both salary go into pays for the family essentials.
Okay.
The mortgage, the bills, the food and all that. But I have my own need, which is very different from my husband's
As a
need.
woman.
As a woman, I'm not going to be asking my husband for anything if I've put all my money in the pot. So we have that allocation. So if I'm going to use my £200 to sow seed, then that's fine.
Yeah.
I can tell him, I don't need to tell him, but that's my money. So it's not something I have done secretly, but I don't want to jeopardize the family finance. Everybody has their own allocation. Like we had, if I don't use everything this month,
You
there's
can
a
carry it
rollover.
over.
Because if I know I have something essential that is for me,
Yeah.
so in that way, you reduce the level of argument.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.